Hi, and welcome to this edition of Tax Talks with Annalie Vistica, partner at Davidson & Company. Annalie, the landscape of work has changed. With COVID-19, people are working from home. Let's talk about home expenses. Has the government given us any new guidance on them?
Yes, they have. And yes, it changed quite a bit. Prior to the pandemic, the employee had to be required by an employer to work from home as one of the conditions to claim the home office expenses. Now, the employee has the choice of claiming home office expenses using either the temporary flat rate method or the detailed method.
So how would somebody know which one to pick?
Well, talk to your accountant. They'll help you choose which one works best. Simply put, the temporary flat rate method is a lot more simple. It's $2 a day for up to 200 days, and you don't have to keep any receipts or anything like that. But the requirement is that for 50% of the time for 4 consecutive weeks, you had to work from home due to the pandemic.
Okay, so I don't have to track any expenses. What if I take a sick or vacation day?
Sick days, vacation days, or weekends don't count towards your 200 days. So when you start looking at when the pandemic actually started, it's exactly 200 work days. So if you took any vacation, you're not going to meet that 200.
So you would have had to have worked every single day since the pandemic started?
Yes.
So if I want to claim more expenses, you're telling me I'm going to use the detailed method. What's that all about?
You will have to get either an old Form T2200 or the new T2200S signed by your employer, and that is usually for salary employees that want to deduct more expenses or commissioned employees.
T2200S? I've never heard of it.
Well, it's a new form for 2020, and it's just for the pandemic, and it's just a simplified T2200. Employees can still use the old Form T2200 if they've got other expenses that they want to claim, for instance, vehicle expenses.
Okay, so what are some reasonable home office expenses?
Water, electricity, heat, some of your internet access charges, and a portion of your rent for your apartment or your house. But make sure that the rent or any of the expenses is for the portion that relates to your workspace.
Okay, Annalie, I didn't hear you mention anything about mortgage payments, mortgage interest, or furniture. Was that an oversight?
No, unfortunately, under this new method, you can't deduct that kind of expenses. Remember to keep track of all of your expenses and keep all of your receipts.
Got it. Annalie, thanks so much for your time. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask Annalie, please send us an email at taxtalks@davidson-co.com. Thank you.